Good morning, students. Today we will start a new chapter named Periodic Classification of Elements. This is the lecture number 1 of this chapter, presented by me, Vanit Ghatak, your chemistry teacher. So, let's begin. Okay, so when you heard the periodic classification of elements or periodic table, what is periodic table? The first question comes to our mind is what is periodic table? So periodic table is basically a chart. This chart which consists all the information of almost all the elements present in our earth. Okay, so what is periodic table? Periodic table is basically a chart which contain almost all information about each and every element that can be found in our earth. Okay, so this is called periodic table. Okay, so now we have understand what is periodic table. Basically periodic table is a chart which consists of the information of each and every element. Okay, so why we need this periodic table? Okay, so why is the periodic table important? Okay, so periodic table is the most useful or effective tool to a chemist, because as we are a chemistry student or as a chemist, we need to know all the properties of the elements, because chemistry is a subject that deals with the elements and the properties of elements as well as properties of things. Okay, so chemistry basically deals with the elements and objects. Okay, and to know the properties as well as the characteristics of that element, we need to have this periodic table. Okay, so periodic table is basically a most effective tool that can be used as the distinguishing or informating chart of the periodic table, or named as a periodic table. Okay, and the second thing is it organizes a lots of information about all the known elements. Okay, and by periodic table we can easily get all the information about all the known elements. Okay, by using the periodic table we can easily get the information about each and every element that is known to us. Okay, so we now know what is periodic table and why it is important to us. Okay, so and right now we should know how periodic table evolved. Okay, at first in class 9 and 10 you have already learned the periodic table has been come from some periodical sequence of experiments. Okay, the first periodical experiments was Newland octaves. Okay, then Dobereiner tire, then Victor Meyer. Okay, the experiment of Victor Meyer, and then there was a scientist named Mendeleev. Mendeleev was the first who had prepared the periodic table. Okay, so we can say the pioneer of the periodic table is Dmitry Mendeleev. Okay, he was the first scientist to prepare the real model of periodic table. Okay, although there are some demerits as well in the Mendeleev periodic table, but it was the pioneer. He was the pioneer to prepare. He was the pioneer to study the periodic table as a whole. Okay, and later in the later age we have the modern periodic table. Okay, so the modern periodic table hasn't been occurred at first. The first thing have been that is Newland octaves, then the Dobereiner tire, then Victor Meyer's experiment, then in 1864 Dmitry Mendeleev prepared a periodic table, and that periodic table was named as Mendeleev's periodic table. Okay, it was the pioneer work in case of periodic table. Okay, so although it have certain demerits in case of Mendeleev periodic table, although it is a great work. Okay, it was a great work done by Dmitry Mendeleev. And right now what we have, that is called as modern periodic table. Okay, so let's start about, we will discuss some characteristics of the periodic table, that is the modern periodic table. Okay, this is the modern periodic table. Okay, in this modern periodic table, here the elements, the property, physical and chemical properties of an element, physical and chemical properties, chemical properties of an element, is proportional to atomic number, atomic atomic number, or we can say the physical and the chemical properties of elements are the function of its atomic number, not the atomic mass. Remember, or atomic weight. Remember, in Mendeleev's periodic table, the chemical and physical properties of the elements were the function of atomic weights or atomic mass, not atomic number. But here, in the case of modern periodic table, what happens? The physical and chemical properties are the function of atomic number, are the function of atomic number. Okay, so in modern periodic table, the physical and the chemical properties of the elements are the function of atomic number. Okay, not the elements atomic weight or atomic mass. Okay, this is the basic difference between the modern periodic table as well as in the Mendeleev periodic table. Okay, so let's get back to the modern periodic table. Here in the modern periodic table, we have 18. We have two things. That is, one is period, another is groups. Okay, so the horizontal lines, we can see that this is the horizontal lines. These horizontal lines are named as periods, and the vertical columns are named as groups. Okay, so the horizontal rows are being named as periods and the vertical columns are being named as groups. Okay, so what happened? So here, this, in that way, if we divide it in that way, this is what we get, it is group. Okay, and if we divide it in that way, this is what we get in the horizontal row manner, then we will get periods. Okay, in the modern periodic table, we have 7 periods. In our modern periodic table, we have 7 periods and 18 groups. In the modern periodic table, we have 7 periods and 18 groups. Okay, so here the periodic table starts from here, the groups starts from here to there. There is one, that is the first group is named as alkali metals. Group number 2 is being named as alkaline earth metal, and from group number 3 to group number 12, it is called as D block elements. Remember, the group number 1 and group number 2 are called S block element. Group number 1 and group number 2 are called S block, and group number 3 to group number 12, that is this red zone, is being called as D block. And here group number 13 to group number 14, that is group number, group number 13 to group number 18, that is here to there, that is group number 13 to group number 18 is being called as P block. Okay, so we have P block. Okay, so we have 3 blocks, that is group number 1 and group number 2 is called S block, group number 3 to group number 12 is called D block, and group number 13 to group number 18 is called P block. Okay, based on their electronic configuration, this blocking system was done. Okay, so in the modern periodic table, what we have 18 groups, and each of the groups, and some groups have been characterized by blocks, that is S block, D block and P block. Okay, and we have 7 periods. Okay, remember one thing, the period number 1 and 2, the first period is called the shortest period because it has only 2 elements, that is hydrogen and helium. That is called the shortest period. And period number 7 is called the incomplete period because in period number 7, the 7th period doesn't completed yet, so it is called as incomplete period. Okay, so that's it for now. If you have any doubt, you can ask me anytime. Thank you very much.